Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Sault College Convocation Ceremony. Just a few notes. Please ensure your cell phones are on vibrate so as not to interrupt the ceremony. When taking pictures of your graduates, please wait until they are standing along the east wall of the gym. Then you can make your way over to the photo-taking area on this side. There's some extra seats so you can sit down. And if you need to leave the ceremony once it starts, please exit through this door if you're everybody but this group. This group's going to go through this door. Thank you.
Province of Ontario and the Sault College Board of Governors, I hereby declare this convocation open for the awarding of degrees and diplomas. Also, as Sault College has signed the National Indigenous Education Protocol with Indigenous communities, and that we are on the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe nations, we wish to recognize the Anishinaabe people and the Métis. Everyone, please remain standing.
Please remain standing and join in the singing of our national anthem. Please be seated. Now, the choir will send our graduates off with a dedication song, Just Passing By. name is Colin Kirkwood. I am the Vice President, Academic and Research at Sault College. On behalf of everyone at the college, I welcome each one of you today to this convocation ceremony. Thank you for joining us. We will be hearing from a few speakers with messages to share with you as you graduate. We will then present diplomas and certificates to each of you, our most recent graduates. We send appreciation to all staff and volunteers who helped make today possible. Very well done, and thank you. We'd like once again to extend our thanks to the Choristers Choir, Tyler Duncan, the Lone Piper, the Abajuwan Singers, and the Enjumanjing Dancers. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of the platform party. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Carly Campbell, Registrar. David Orzetti, Dean, School of Aviation, Trades and Technology, Natural Environment and Business. John Stadnick, Second Vice Chair, Sault College Board of Governors. Penny Gardner, Sault College Retiree Representative. Ted Recollet, Elder. Jonathan Nolan, SCSU President. Garen Sutherland, ISU President. Janice Beattie, Vice President, Corporate and Student Services. Lynn Gagne, Past Chair, Sault College Board of Governors. Dr. Ron Common, President. Dr. Laura Kistemaker, Keynote Speaker. Marilyn King, Dean, Health and Community Services. Irwin, former Ambassador to Ireland and Federal Cabinet Minister. Dr. Ronald Hutchins, Dean of College of Health and Behavior, Interim Dean of College of Criminal Justice and Emergency Responders, Lake Superior State. I would ask our faculty seated in the floor area to stand and be acknowledged by the graduates, family, and friends. I would like to thank the faculty for their hard work and dedication over the past year. Your efforts have made today's celebration possible and will certainly contribute to the success of our graduates. Our first speaker today is Dr. Ron Common, President of Sault College. He holds a PhD in Educational Administration and over the past 11 years has helped our college expand and succeed like never before. In 2014, he received the Order of Ontario for his outstanding contribution to education. Dr. Common?
Good morning, everyone. Graduates, guests, family, and friends, as President of Sault College, I want to welcome you to today's celebration convocation 2019. It's a wonderful opportunity to acknowledge your achievements as a graduating class, and the best day of the year for me as your president, because I'm an educator, and educators love to see our students succeed. Thank you to all of you who have traveled from out of town and greater distances. It's a pleasure to welcome you here at this joyous celebration. Now, I want to tell you, we pride ourselves on informality, on providing. Take your time when you come across the stage and enjoy your moment. Get that picture with your colorful president. Now, audience, I have to tell you, if any of you are feeling unwell, this graduation is the place to be. We have a sea of nurses here that will be able to assist you. Graduates, you can take great pride in your accomplishments today with a public recognition of a job well done. Today's your day, and you should feel justifiably proud. But I think most of you recognize that you did not succeed on your own. And as is our tradition at Sault College, I would like all the graduates to stand and turn to face your family, and your parents, and your partners, and your friends, and applaud them for the support they've given you throughout the years. Graduates? Thank you. Graduates, as you look to the future, you should be very optimistic. You will have unparalleled opportunities due to demographics. With an aging workforce, including an aging president, you are the future. And a recent listing of the top 10 jobs in Canada that are hardest to fill because of a lack of applicants, nursing is ranked #1 out of the top 10. Our graduation class today is the largest graduation class in Sault College history. And so you'll be able to address those shortages. And I understand also our graduating class this year includes 4 babies. So get them enrolled, class of 2044. But now as I look to the future, I also look to the past to see how far we have come. Sault College came into existence 52 years ago. Some of you think, wow, that's a long time. It is not. Oxford University is approaching 1,000 years old. And in fact, I started teaching 51 years ago, and it seems like yesterday. People nostalgically talk about the good old days, especially baby boomers. But let me tell you, the good old days 52 years ago were not that good. In 1968, the measles vaccine had just been developed. Prior to that, 2.6 million people worldwide died annually of measles. Smallpox was still around in the 1970s, and now it's been completely eradicated. Polio outbreaks affecting hundreds of thousands of people were still common 52 years ago. Now polio, it should be extinguished, but it is confined to 3 countries, and there were only 33 cases worldwide. 52 years ago, when Sault College was created, your family's socioeconomic status was a predictor of who went on in post-secondary education. Few people from working class background or marginalized populations went to college or university. This is no longer the case. We have many first-generation students at Sault College, the first person in their family to get a post-secondary education. In fact, we have 481 first-generation students this year. And I know how proud the parents of those students are today, because I was the first person in my family to get a post-secondary education. Now I say the best way to overcome the class barrier system is to be in class. Education is breaking down the barriers. And currently, Canada now has about the highest post-secondary participation rate in the world. In the 1960s, there were still residential schools for Indigenous children. In fact, the last residential school was 1996. Ontario still had, in the 1960s, some segregated black schools. And now we have Viola Desmond on our $10 bill. Nationally, in 1968, fewer than 100 university students were Indigenous. In contrast, today, over 20% of the Sault College students are Indigenous. I know nationally there are over 40,000 Indigenous post-secondary students. 52 years ago, Indigenous languages were dying out. Now, at Sault College, we teach the Ojibwe language, and the National Indigenous Language Act, proclaiming Indigenous language as an official language, is in its 2nd reading. Status Indigenous people did not get the vote until 1960, when I was a teenager. Now we have 10 Indigenous. We still have challenges. We need to fight the anti-vaxxers. We need to fight homophobia. We need to fight xenophobia, racism, misogyny. We need to achieve reconciliation with the Indigenous people. At Sault College, I estimated that we graduated over 40,000 alumni in our existence. Initially, we had many more male students and female students at Sault College, and a significant gender gap existed. It's gratifying now that the gender balance at Sault College is 50.5% female, 49.5% male. But as seen this morning, we have a distribution problem. as we still need more women in the trades and more men in the health fields. And 80% of our apprentices are still male, and this needs to change. In 10 to 20 years' time, I'm certain our country will continue to be a very different place, and you'll be able to adapt to the rapidly changing needs of our society and the workforce. Not everything has changed in the last 52 years. 52 years ago, we had Prime Minister Trudeau, and today we have Prime Minister Trudeau. 52 years ago, the Toronto Maple Leafs were trying to win a Stanley Cup. Unfortunately, they still are. The health fields have seen the greatest advances in the last few years. In 2001, it cost $100 million to sequence the DNA in one person's genome. Today, in 2019, you can get your entire genome sequenced for under $500. It's hard to predict what the future holds in this fast-changing world for you graduates, but I hope we'll be better at it than even techno-guru Bill Gates, who said in 1981, 64K ought to be enough computer memory for anybody in the near future. And he said a planned move to get to 640K in 10 years felt like something that should last a great deal of time. Our computer system at Sault College is 38 million times larger than the 64K. It's sobering for me to realize that today's technology is the best that I've ever had, but for you graduates, it's the worst you will ever have. As you can see, we've made major advances in the early days. We changed the world for the better, but we've also damaged Mother Earth, polluted the air and the water, and there are still conflicts around the world and child poverty. So it's your time to look at the world around you, decide what needs to be changed, and get busy. Decide what kind of Canada you want in 25 years, in the next 52 years. Take risks, don't be fearful. I always like to quote Winston Churchill, as most people know. Winston Churchill said, the ages 20 to 25, these are the years. Don't be content with the things as they are. You will make all kinds of mistakes, but as long as you're generous and true and also fierce, you cannot hurt the world or even seriously distress her. I'm reminded that today is the 75th anniversary of D-Day and Juno Beach, and I recognize that modern nursing was born during the Crimean War when a corps of nurses under Florence Nightingale cared for wounded soldiers. The changes those nurses made in improved sanitation and wound management slashed the death rate of these soldiers by 90%. Canadian nurses have served during the Northwest Rebellion, the Boer War, the First and Second World Wars, and the Korean War, and they continue to serve in today's military. Canadian nurses were the only nurses among the Allied armies in World War I to hold the rank of officers. And Canadian nurses were awarded the Medal of Bravery for gallantry and devotion to duty. Graduates, what a brilliant legacy you have inherited. And I have a final message for parents and grandparents in the audience. You did good work. Maxim Gorky said, if your children are no better than you are, you fathered them in vain. Indeed, you have lived in vain. Parents, you have a right to feel very fulfilled today. Congratulations again, graduates. Go get them.
Thank you, Dr. Khan. It is my pleasure to welcome to the podium our next speaker, Lynn Gagne, past chair of Sault College Board of Governors, a volunteer and leader in our organization. Ms. Gagne?
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Members of the Platform Party, faculty, staff, guests, and graduates. On behalf of the Sault College Board of Governors, I'm really honored to extend congratulations to you, the Sault College graduating class of 2019. Someone once said that a journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. and today's convocation is a testament of the many steps you've taken to reach this milestone. Today is a special day. It's a day set aside to award you with diplomas, and you deserve it. It's a celebration of your achievements at which your talent, hard work, and distinction are acknowledged and rewarded. Think back on the first day you started here at Sault College. Were you nervous, excited, unsure? And look at you now. Your hard work paid off. You have earned this moment and do enjoy every single minute of it. The bumps you encountered along the way are behind you now. You did it while juggling assignments, work, making time to give back to the community, and hopefully having a little bit of fun too. With the post-secondary education you received from Sault College, your future is paved with endless possibilities. Know that your success is fundamental to our existence, and everyone here at the college is committed to a roadmap that helped pave the way for you. We strive to offer you a unique college experience that changed your life, one that gave you the education you wanted and more, where you learned from faculty and from each other, and a place where you really mattered. We make it a priority to transform lives through empowering those who study with us to think and learn in progressive and innovative ways. We believe you have found this, and nothing speaks more directly to how well we're doing our job than the alumni that we send out in the world. The knowledge that we're making a difference in the lives of our students is what gives our work meaning and energizes us to build on that. Know that you did make a difference here during your time with us, and you will make a difference wherever you are, wherever you go. Graduates, we're confident that what you've learned and experienced here at Sault College will pave the way to success. Follow what you're passionate about and let that be your guide. The Board of Governors of Sault College wishes you continued success in the years ahead. Keep in touch and continue to share your successes with us. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Gagne. I would now like to welcome our keynote speaker, Dr. Laura Kistemaker. Dr. Laura Kistemaker was born and raised in Northern Ontario. She obtained her first degree in psychology and sociology from Queen's University and then went on to train as a paramedic. She later decided to attend the BSCN program at Sault College, where she completed her training and licensing as a registered nurse in 2011. Dr. Kistemaker went on to medical school at the Northern Ontario School of Medicine. She completed her residency in Sault Ste. Marie. She now has a family practice in North Bay and lives there alongside her husband of 9 years and 3 sons. Welcome, Dr. Kistemaker.
Thank you. I would begin by starting to say thank you to Sault College BSCN program for asking me to be the keynote speaker for today. It is truly an honor. I honestly never thought when I graduated 8 years ago that I would be the person standing on the stage trying to provide some insight and inspiration to a new graduating class. I'm sure I was thinking, thank goodness, I don't have to write any more self-reflection papers or do any more community projects. Believe me, I don't miss the papers. I think through the BSCN program, it was 36 in total in my last year, if I remember correctly. My carpal tunnel sure doesn't forget. I'm often asked if I love being a doctor. To be honest, I say, don't go into medicine. Do anything but don't drink the Kool-Aid. But like you graduates seated out there today, I fortunately became a victim of my drink of choice. I fell hopelessly in love with medicine. What do I love about a career in medicine, you ask? In my job, every day I see the strength and truth of what it is to be a human. A patient in a hospital, on a rehab floor, a nursing home, a family doctor clinic, or a surgical bed is as raw and real as people get. They are often scared of possible pain, scared of bad outcomes, scared of changes to their bodies. They are often overjoyed with good news they didn't expect. They show true love, such as when they fight for better care for their loved ones or when they kiss their child before surgery. They show humility when they realize their choices have maybe been a contributing factor to their illness. I get to see firsthand the fragility of life and how in an instant someone's whole world can change. That is what I love about medicine. I have the privilege of being and connecting with another person in their most vulnerable moment. They are trusting me to be there for them, to help and guide them when they need it the most. I get to share in their joy and their heartache. And then I get to go home to my family and know truly how lucky I am to be living each day. Having this intimate knowledge also guides and influences the rest of my life and will do it for yours as well. How you fall in love, how you look at your children, the decisions you make, the friendships you hold dear. You change as a person. You are more grateful for the little things. They don't seem to matter as much. So when you crash your husband's car, forget PJ Day for your kids, or wear 2 mismatching shoes, all of which I have done, it's not such a big deal. In my training, I was inspired by many people, but there's one suit-eyed doctor who kind of stands out. I'd like to quote Mindy Kaling from the Mindy Project. Sometimes you just have to put on your lip gloss and pretend to be psyched. Of course, I cited this in my paper in APA style. This advice is even true when you are called in the middle of the night in a snowstorm and have to dig your car to 15 feet of snow to cover for a colleague or manage a patient's problem. Trust me, patients, family support workers, unrealistic expectations from families and patients, not enough funding, and policies driven often by a government who has little understanding of the front lines of healthcare. I'm sure you've seen this in your training, nurses and mentors who are focused on this. My advice, don't be one of them. Do the limitations of healthcare bother me? Of course. Does it impact how I feel and go about my work? Of course. However, complaining and getting frustrated never works. If you don't like something, fix it. You, like me, are the voice for our patients. Use that voice and power to make a change. Join a committee, lobby government, or speak up. As Gandhi says, you must be the change you wish to see in the world. I love this quote so much that it hangs in my office. I'm not perfect, but I try to emulate it as much as I possibly can in my everyday life. People often say, you do you. I believe when they say this, it means love who you want to love, make decisions you want to, dress how you feel, and express yourself in your own way. Of course, I agree with all of this. Being authentically you is the most important thing you can be. I have 3 little boys, and I read stories to them at night, stories like On the Night You Were Born, and all of those children's books encourage kids to be authentically them. Somewhere along the way, often we lose that, and that's what makes us truly unique, truly great, and truly powerful, being you. However, when I do hear you do you, I often think of another meaning. It means spend more time focusing on yourself. When you are in a profession where you care for others, it's very easy to get burnt out. You put their needs before yours, you sacrifice bathroom breaks, you sacrifice lunchtime, and you often work overtime, not because you want to, not because you need the money, but because you care. But if you don't watch out for you, no one else will. As great as my husband is, he never says to me, "Well, Laura, you look so tired. You carry too much. You worry too much. Man, I don't know how you manage it all." It's up to me to speak up for myself. I need to set boundaries and learn how to care for myself. It's hard to feel I won't be a good mom, a good wife, a good friend, or a good doctor. Society puts so much pressure on people to have it all, be it all, and do it all. In my rebellious nature, I'm trying to change that. At least that's what I tell myself as I leave dirty laundry on the floor, unmade beds, and pack pre-packaged meals for my kids' lunches. But my point is, take care of yourself. Make yourself a priority. You do matter, and you need to own that. If you are the person who leaves a messy house, I applaud you. If you are the person like me who's struggling to do that, I applaud you as well. Because together we can change the expectations and say, you know what really matters? It's not perfectionism, it's happiness. So these are the few things that I have learned along the way. To be honest, I'm just making it up as I go. So take what you want and leave what you want. But I will tell you, you will be amazed how fast time passes. If you remember anything from my speech, I would say love and live passionately. Drink the wine, eat the chocolate, watch the Mindy Project. Tell your parents how much you truly love them. Hold your kids tight and praise yourself for being one of the people in the world who have chosen a career that tries to make it a little better. Merci, miigwech, and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kistermaker, and thank you again to all our speakers. And now, for the presentation of Lear Pipes, certificates, and diplomas. I ask that the members of the platform party responsible for this part of the ceremony please approach the front of the stage, and that students prepare to line up as directed by the marshals. To my left is where graduates will be approaching the stage to receive their certificates and diplomas. Family and friends who wish to do so may move to the photograph area to the left of the stage. When you see your graduates rise to get into line, please make. Joining him to present the BSCN degrees is Dr. Serge Demers, Interim Vice President, Academic, and Provost, Laurentian University.
Following graduates have completed study in the practical nursing program. Tristan Caitlin Auberton. Rosemary Baldwin, distinction. Go ahead. Jennifer Bird. Sarah Marie Calvano. Kyle Clark. Dustin Ann Elsigan. Melissa Hardy. Cheryl Lynn Hill. Jacqueline Dahlia Ibrahim. Litian Izora Santos, with honors. Amandeep Carr. Ashwin Kaushal. Brittany King. Vanessa Kucha. Billy Rachel Lambert, with honors. Celeste Alana Lesney. Sandy Leanne Linnington, honors. Regina Tindashi Madimbu. Devlin McGregor. April Myers. Michaela Madog. Helena Mary Margaret Mills. Jenna Malari. Carsalucci Stephanie Odira. Mallory Peach. Luciano Pino. Maddie Heikki Polkanen. Alicia Mercedes Carol Quintanilla. Chelsea Brianne Rancourt. Monica Seguin. Rachel Elizabeth Shaw. Michaela Alexandra Steele. Caitlin Michelle Valley. Jillian Belinda Van Heerden. Alana Christina Weiss. Cassandra Eileen West. Megan Celine West. That concludes the graduates.
At this time, we would like to introduce Dr. Serge Demers, Interim Vice President, Academic and Provost, Laurentian University, to confer the degrees for the Collaborative Baccalaureate Nursing Program.
Merci. Au nom de l'Université et en vertu de l'autorité du Sénat, je proclame que vous êtes donné tous les droits, honneurs et privilèges attachés à vos titres. In the name of the University and by the authority of the Senate, I proclaim that you are the holders of the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining to your degree.
The following graduates have completed study in the Collaborative Baccalaureate Nursing Program. Julie Asinowi, with honors. Charlie Barilla, with honors, cum laude. Nikki Ann Burrill, with honors. Amanda Jean Beaudry. With honors. Kia Bunting, with honors. Emma Lynn Burke, with honors, cum laude. Kristen Ashley Page Carnes, with honors. Lindy K. Chiletti, with honors. Stephanie Clevis, with honors, cum laude. Emily Shea Collins, with honors. Colette Alana Couvelon, with honors. Sabrina Marie Crowley-Strom, with honors. Tiffany Curran, with honors, cum laude. Michael Doughty, with honors, cum laude. Danielle Olga Drinkwater, with honors.
Avery Jacqueline Elliott, with honors. Tasa Fairservice, with honors. Jasmine Rakisha Fott Lewis, with honors cum laude. Hannah Faulkner, with honors. John Frank Folia, with honors cum laude. Trisha Nicole Francis. Victoria Ann Fraley, with honors. Jason Wilfred Garside, with honors cum laude. Lisa Nicole George, with honors cum laude. Kyle William Avery Golder, with honors. Jessica Glenda Grandy, with honors. Haley Esther Schulman Green, with honors. Jennifer Marie Grosjean, with honors cum laude. Tabitha Valerie Elnora Hagan. Katie Christine Hammond, with honors cum laude. Leah Daphne Hutchison, with honors. Shannon Lisa Hutton, with honors cum laude. Alexis Lee Inch, with honors. Katie Cecile Inch, with honors. Camille Francis McCabe Irwin, with honors. With honors, cum laude. Larissa Johnson, with honors. Courtney LaFleur. Jennifer Ann Lalonde, with honors. Maxwell Hunter Lounsbury, with honors. Esther Elizabeth Ann McClellan, with honors. Amy Elizabeth Manarino, with honors. Darby Brienne Martin, with honors cum laude. Robbie Martson, with honors cum laude. Montana Karis Massacott, with honors cum laude. Bailey Aaron McWilliams, with honors cum laude. David Andrew Mosker, with honors cum laude. Keith Brian Muse. Sarah O'Hearn, with honors. Tara Slumsky, with honors. Jennifer Smith, with honors. Samantha Ann Summers with honors. Morgan Lane Victoria Thomas with honors. Stephanie Thomas with honors. Ryan Thorburn with honors. Olivia Glenda Toss with honors. Karma Searing with honors. Devin Jane Page Turner with honors. Cum laude. Michelle Lynn Withers with honors. Allison Zaharodny with honors cum laude. Cassandra Brooke Della Roosevelt with honors. This concludes the graduates of the Collaborative Baccalaureate Nursing Program.
Before we hear from the Abajuan singers and Njimanjineng dancers who will send the graduates on their way, I would like to invite all of you to join together with your classmates, family, and professors after the ceremony in the common link just outside the gymnasium.
And now, the words you've been waiting for. I hereby declare the convocation to be closed. Would you please remain seated till the platform party leaves? Thank you.